It's the worst kept secret at the conference, but as the general manager of BART, I'm here to announce that the 2016 Revolution Conference will be in San Francisco. BART is one of the partners, and only one of the partners. We've put together 4 sponsoring agencies in the area, and it really reflects our commitment to what it takes to bring about healthy and vibrant communities. And I want to just say a little bit about each of those, or name them at least. One is MUNI, which is officially the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency, and they will be the ones you're riding around. If you're staying in San Francisco, most of the trips you can take on MUNI. There's BART, of course, and Abby, Thorne, Lyman, and Bob Powers are here. Would you guys wave your hands? Are you here? Thank you, guys. They're going to be some of the workhorses at the conference. And then we have the Metropolitan Transportation Commission, which is our MPO, and we also have as a partner, a special new partner, is the Low Income Investment Fund. And the Low Income Investment Fund is just what it says. It's a nonprofit organization whose mission is to serve low-income people, and by having them a part of our performance, we are trying to make the statement that is common in the Bay Area, that we are a big community and that we are a community that cares, and we are an inclusive and diverse community. So with that, I would like to introduce Allison Brooks, who is the Executive Director of the Bay Area Regional Collaborative, where she works closely with MTC to coordinate regional planning in the Bay Area, and Craig Edelman, who is the Director of Transit-Oriented Development at the Low Income Investment Fund, to tell you a little bit about this exciting conference.
Thank you, Grace. Well, we are so excited to host you all in the San Francisco Bay Area next year. We live in an incredibly diverse region, enriched by our cultural and ethnic diversity, and communities running from Napa Valley to Silicon Valley and all the great places in between. And we have not one, not two, but 3 major cities that include Oakland, San Francisco, and San Jose that run from highly urban, walkable, suburban, to ex-urban and rural. So we run the gamut there. And we have not one, not two, not 3. We have 28 transit agencies in the Bay Area with an expansive and growing transit system, and we're in the process of, in California, we've already broken ground on high-speed rail and increasing demand every day. And we are implementing the most aggressive climate goals in the country with a new source of revenue to help us do that, and the world watching our progress closely. And yes, we have an explosive economy that is at the global center of technology and innovation. And there is a lot we are grappling with in the Bay Area, and it's a great time to host Revolution.
Now, the Bay Area is both a success story and a cautionary tale. We've generated a lot of prosperity, but not everyone is benefiting. For example, in San Francisco, you can, of course, either rent or own if you're looking for housing. We just got news that if you're looking to rent, the average asking price for a 2-bedroom apartment, wait for it, $5,000 a month. Yeah. Of course, there's ownership, and if you're looking to buy, you can expect a median home price of $1.2 million. This, of course, creates immense financial pressure on people of modest means. At the same time, the Bay Area has one of the most sophisticated community development sectors in the country. We know how to build great affordable housing. We just need to do more of it. We're also experiencing extremely high ridership in our urban core. BART ridership has grown 6% year over year in 3 of the last 4 years to an annual average of 440,000 weekday riders, an incredibly rapid pace for a system that is nearly 45 years old. Of course, there remains continued tension between investing in our core capacity and expanding our transit system to serve communities further out. It's a balancing act that many of you are familiar with.
So let's talk about 2016. There will be some really important contests happening in our country. For example, I know you've probably heard this a few times, but it's an even year, so we can anticipate that the San Francisco Giants will be in the World Series. And I think it's safe to predict that the Golden State Warriors will be preparing to defend their back-to-back NBA championships when you arrive. And it will be a year of transit on the ballot across the nation. And let's face it, we are so liberal in the Bay Area, you will appreciate a vacation from the barrage of presidential campaign advertisements during your stay because nobody advertises in the Bay Area. And maybe next year, we'll hear a little bit more about the Gen Xers and a little less about the boomers and the millennials. Thank you. Of course, at the end of the day, this is all about people and creating places where people can thrive and prosper. So come out to the Bay Area for Revolution in 2016, and we will show you how Bay Area moves.
Trains running on time.
I think it'll be a little outrageous, a little outlandish, and a little outstanding. I think you're going to have a really good time there. And the city speaks for itself, but we don't just have cyclists, we have naked cyclists. I think you should come and try us out. All right, let's get on with our program today, and we hope to see you all in San Francisco, plus all of your buddies as well, and those other members of your community that couldn't make it here. We hope you bring them to San Francisco.